Hi everyone, so we're up to the final part of our writing, which is the E or the ending from tied. This is, I think, pretty quick and easy and to the point. The first thing we need to do is we need to go back to the prompt and we need to read it again. So this is, again, the teacher prompt. You need to make sure you're going back to the student prompt. And it says, in this unit, we read about people who made important contributions to the United States. One important person was Theodore Roosevelt. Explain how Theodore Roosevelt did something special to help our country. Include 3 facts that support why he's an important historical figure. So when Miss Marchese had come into our classroom, she taught us that in order to do the ending statement, we really just need to take what we have in the prompt and restate it or write it again. So she said that what we could do is we could take stuff from the prompt. So we could take, in this unit, we read about people who made important contributions to the United States. So we're going to take that statement fully and we're going to put it into our writing. Then she said the next thing we could do was follow this and maybe tweak it just a little bit. So we could say one important person was Theodore Roosevelt. I wrote about Theodore Roosevelt. You were writing about somebody else, so yours will say somebody else's name. And then it says, explain how Theodore Roosevelt did something to help our country. But we don't need to do that because we already did it. So we already explained how Theodore Roosevelt did something special to help our country. So something that I could then say is, these are all the ways that Theodore Roosevelt made contributions to our country. And in that way, I'm just kind of tweaking the sentence just a little bit, but I'm making it my own. I'm making it make sense to my writing. And then, of course, I'm not going to say include 3 facts to support why he is an important figure because I have to pay attention. So I'm not just copying this prompt 100%. I'm using it to help me with my ending statement. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take the parts of this prompt that I'm using, and I'm going to write exactly what I said. So I'm going to say, in this unit, we read about people who made important contributions to the United States. So, in this unit, we read about people who made important contributions to the United States. Sorry, this is so sloppy, but it's kind of all I got to work with here. One important person was Theodore Roosevelt. This is how, or these are some of the ways that Theodore Roosevelt did something to help our country. These are all some of the ways Theodore Roosevelt did things that helped our country. Again, I know it's hard to see and I know it's kind of sloppy, but I'm at an awkward angle here. So that is our E done. So at this point now we have our T, our I, our D, and our E done. So we can look it over one more time just to make sure that it all makes sense, just to make sure that everything is kind of linked together and that it's all about the same person. Mine is about Teddy Roosevelt. Yours is going to be about whoever you decided to write about. So in this unit, we read about people who made important contributions to the United States. One important person was Theodore Roosevelt. This is how Theodore Roosevelt did some things to help our country. Teddy used his power in a new way. He told businesses they must not join together to keep prices high. Teddy did what he thought was right and fair for everybody in the country. As president, he set aside 230 million acres of land for national parks, wildlife lands, and forests. Teddy loved nature so much that he wanted to preserve it and share it with the people of the United States. Teddy had a plan to build a canal in Central America because sailing from Florida to California took a very long time. Because of the Panama Canal, ships could travel more quickly. This helped the United States to become stronger. In this unit, we read about how people who made important contributions to the United States. One important person was Theodore Roosevelt. These are some of the ways Theodore Roosevelt did things that helped our country. So that's our final E. That's what you're working on today. So in one day we did T, then we did our I's, and we did our D. Today, all you're doing is working on the E, the last part of this writing piece. The next time we'll work on our editing and revision. So for today, just work on this part on your own graphic organizer.